Jesus himself began to be about 30 years of age, being, as was supposed, the son of Joseph, which was the son of Heli, which was the son of Mattat, which was the son of Levi, which was the son of Melchi, which was the son of Janna, which was the son of Joseph, which was the son of Matthias, which was the son of Amos, which was the son of Nahum, which was the son of Esli, which was the son of a gun. Ever heard of Ancestry.com? Hello Internet, welcome to Heretical Theory. Today, let's dive into some family history. Some families are particularly important, and they keep track of who all their ancestors are. This is especially true for royalty. You gotta keep track of who begat who if you want to be part of today's who's who. The last thing you'd want is to be descended from someone cringe. The only surefire way to prove you're better than someone else is by proving your ancestors were better than them too. Want to dunk on someone? Make sure your dad could have beat up their dad. Moroni, for one, thinks Coriantumr's dad could beat up everyone's dad. And thus, S1E3 begins. Coriantumr was the son of Moron, and Moron was the son of Etham, and Etham was the son of Ahah, and Ahah was the son of Seth. So on and so forth. Aside from the fact that Etham could have beat up my great-great-great-grandfather, is there anything we can really learn from these verses? Let's take a look further into the Book of Ether to see what these guys were even doing while they were alive. And it came to pass that Omer began to be old. Nevertheless, in his old age, he begat Emer, and he anointed Emer to be king to reign in his stead. And Morianton did live to an exceedingly great age, and then he begat Kim. The list goes on. A lot of kings living to an old age and begetting the next king. Why would this be? While some may say that men only get better with age, maybe we could try looking at the beginning of the Jaredite kingdom for some more insight. Ether 6 relates the tale of when the friends of Jared and his brother decided they wanted a king. In verse 24, we see how they chose to decide. But Jared said unto his brother, Suffer them that they may have a king. And therefore he said unto them, Choose ye out from among our sons a king, even whom ye will. This means none of the daughters were even considered. As the brother of Jared was the spiritual leader of the group, his children were, naturally, asked first to take up the crown. Jared had 8 daughters and 4 sons, while the brother of Jared had 22 kids in total. So they asked his oldest son Pagag first, who declined. None of the other sons of the brother of Jared were willing to be king, and the brother of Jared wasn't about to encourage them either. So they moved on to asking Jared's sons. It lists the names of Jared's 4 sons here in Ether 6:14. From the way these names are listed, it seems reasonable to assume that Arihah was the youngest son of Jared. Also, given the fact that Pagag, the oldest son of the brother of Jared, was asked first, it's also reasonable to assume Jared's sons were likewise asked in birth order. These together imply that Arihah, who was the last one to be asked, accepted the kingship as Jared's youngest son. With all these children being begat in old age, and the fact that Arihah was the youngest son, a pattern begins to emerge. It appears that the youngest son of the previous king was usually chosen as the next king, rather than the primogeniture-based succession typical of many other royal bloodlines. Ether is the 30th generation in the Promised Land, if we assume for simplicity that descendant of means only one generation has passed. The Tower of Babel fell around 3000 BC if we subscribe to the 1000 years between major dispensations theory. So if the Amalekites found Coriantumr a little after 600 BC, that implies that each generation lasted almost 80 years. And if your dad was 80 years old when you were born, it might be said you were begat in his old age. Let's compare this to the oldest monarchy to date, Japan. Allegedly founded in 660 BC, Japan has been going on for about 2700 years now. Quite a similar time span to the Jaredites, actually. Unlike the Jaredites, however, the current emperor of Japan is the 126th to occupy the throne. This makes a generation of time on the Japanese throne around 21.5 years, or just over a quarter as long as the average reign of a Jaredite king. Unfortunately, Japan's succession wasn't always father to son, so it doesn't work very well as a comparison to the Jaredites. England, on the other hand, has typically done father to son or sometimes daughter succession, which makes it a better comparison. There have been 42 English monarchs since 1066, so a quick division gives us an average reign of about 23 years, which surprisingly is very similar to Japan. With these comparisons in mind, we can really get a feel for how abnormally long a Jaredite king ruled for. If we wanted to see each Jaredite king ruling for a more normal 20 years, we would have to somehow squeeze 90 extra generations into their 2.5 millennia. Or if we thought our original estimate of 3000 BC for the Tower of Babel was off, all we'd have to do is have our 30 kings start ruling in 1200 BC instead, which feels way too late. Especially because that would almost certainly place the Tower of Babel after Moses. But wait! What if we split the difference and shoot for 30-year reigns starting in a more conservative 2000 BC? Then we're only missing 17 generations. But we do still have to consider where we're putting them. The genealogy in Ether 1 only uses the phrase descendant of twice, and one of those times is contradicted in Ether 1031 when it says Heth begat Aaron. So unless we're going to say the Jaredite famine lasted 510 years, the math still ain't mathin'. This all adds even more support to the idea that the youngest son was the one to take the throne. It could have been their tradition that the throne passed to the youngest son, ever since the youngest son of Jared was the only one willing to accept the throne. Remember how spoiled your youngest brother was? At least he wasn't literally treated like a king. You might think that this wouldn't make for a very stable government, and it's hard to disagree since all remnants of its existence have been confined to the ether.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you.
But hey, that's just a theory. A heretical theory. Thanks for watching.